Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live stream where I am going to take the pile of chapbook pages that got blown all over the place and I'm going to try to put them in order again. This might take a while. So, yes, I made myself a Bloody Mary and I have a couple cigarettes here. And I'm going to try to do this. I have some notes from shooting that I could talk to you guys about since we were shooting the documentary yesterday. So, all sorts of fun news from that front. And hopefully, if everything works out correctly, I will be able to. Wait, let me shut this down too. I'm just shutting a bunch of shit down here, guys. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you guys a bunch of tasty updates that will wet your whistle and tickle your fancy. That is the plan here today. But first, as you come in, let me know how you're doing, how your weekend was, and what the wonderful weather is like wherever you are. The funny thing here is that people coming into a live stream will not typically go backwards to find out these questions that I have asked. So here we are. And make sure you crack dem thumbs when you come in because you like this so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what the fuck is your problem? Let's just be honest here. It doesn't hurt you at all. Caitlin, how are you doing? Hi there, already liked the video. That's because you're fucking boss shit. You know how to do things. You know the rules. You come in and you do the right fucking thing. I'm really hoping this Bloody Mary perks up the old motherfucker here. I've had a rough couple days. I could use some cheering up. And honestly, looking at this pile of pages is not making me very happy. Leaving the grocery store, went to look at a house for sale, and it was sold before I got there. Oh, did you like the house though? Like, would it have been something you would have said, take my money? This is all quite fun. Yeah, I gotta decide if I'm gonna move or not. That's something that's gonna be coming up here soon. Do I want to move again? I will say this. I don't want to move before I downgrade. I just hit myself in the glasses and that whacked me in the nose. Ugh. I don't want to move before I downgrade my book collection and empty my storage unit. So maybe that's what I need to get on here soon. That would be good. Let's see. Yes, beautiful structure. Only $30,000. So sad. It had an awesome little reading nook. It would have taken a lot of renovations. You had me at a house for $30,000. So the house could be like made out of, like, I don't know, twigs and shit. And I would have been like, this is an interesting purchase here. Oh, look, it's a chap with books. It all makes sense now. JH, I don't know what the fuck I would do without your killer fucking jokes, man. That was good. A Chap with Books. And what's this called? What's this thing called? I'm fixing chapbooks or something like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Good job. Yeah, let's break some hearts here, guys. You know what? No, let's do this. There you go. You just got some celebratory noodles or whatever the fuck those are called. So, how is the weekend, JH? What amazing trouble did you get into this weekend? Caitlin, tell me something you did for yourself this weekend that put a smile on your face. Make this happen. Oh, that is getting better. Okay. I will have one of these before we get into this pile of garbage right here. Fucking win, dude. That happened a while ago too, and I just have not put any more of these together because that was a fucking nightmare. Like some of them were fine, but then the majority of them have been. I'll show you guys in a minute here. I'll suspense you a little bit, Hitchcock you. Drive my ex-husband's fancy vehicle. I smiled the whole time. Sad when I had to drop it off with the bank. Like, did you go like fucking like off-roading in it or anything like that before you dropped it off? I would have taken it for a spin for sure. A friend of mine, this is from JH, a friend of mine, a musician, decided to make bar soap to sell as merch. So I helped with that. He makes like nightclub electronica. I don't get it. Well, motherfuckers have to stay clean, like regardless. Hope you're feeling better now. I am feeling better. And then yesterday took a lot out of me, and emotionally I was tore up from that. Nope, it had a fancy console, a key that wasn't a key fob, full sunroof. Nice. Let's do one of these things. Oh my gosh. There it is. Yesterday we were shooting the documentary, and I guess I'll get into that shit right now. So what happened was there were a string of events that caused a bit of chaos. The first thing was that the cinematographer for it hurt his back loading his car to come here, and he said he was still going to come, and but he said he couldn't move. And I'm like, you know what, dude, like just fucking rest, like get well, do your thing, don't worry about it. And then there were a couple people who we were going to go to as backups, and neither one of them worked for various reasons, but there was equipment that we could use to do it. One of the producers got annoyed because I think he felt like it was kind of beneath him to have to like run camera, and that pissed me off because I think it's fucking beneath me to do a lot of things, but I do it anyway to get shit done. And so there was a bit of like head bumping with that. And then there was a bit of how do I say this? I guess there's no way to say this nicely. I thought he was being a little bitch, and I fucking told him. And then it didn't get like super heated. It was just annoying. Like there was enough things going wrong, and then he just wanted to cancel because of all the things that were happening. And I'm like, dude, like the next 2 weeks, like I'm fucking booked. I have so much shit to do. Like I can't keep stopping everything I'm doing to work on this. Like let's try to, like, we're here. Let's just fucking do it and try to get it done. So we started shooting, and some of the questions got a little personal, and I got kind of deep, and I started crying and got kind of emotional, and wasn't really ready for that. But I think it, like, exacerbated things, I guess is the right word, because like we had been, like, tensions were high already. So then, like, me being vulnerable in that did not make me feel good. And so I got really mad. And then I kind of, like, started yelling a little bit. And all of this was fucking filmed. So there's that. Um, so I don't know. And then I just, like, felt like shit. And then after we were done, like, it was almost like on their side, like nothing had happened. And it was like, well, let's go out for some drinks. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking go out with drinks with you guys. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I'm really fucking pissed off right now still. And I'm not, like, mad at the people. Like, I'm still, like, working with them. I still talk to them and everything, obviously. But I needed time to cool down. And they took me needing time to cool down as me being a bitch and being fucking hard to work with. And I'm like, I'm not being hard to work with. You came into my domain. You came into my apartment, like, super negative, causing a bunch of shit. Some shit went down. I got emotional. And I just don't feel like being around a bunch of motherfuckers right now. I don't want to fucking go out. I don't want to fucking be in public. And I don't want to fucking, like, hear you spin what happened today. Like, I'm pissed off. So then he had another shoot he had to go to. So he went to the other shoot. And I thought that was the end of it. And then he started hitting me up afterwards. So, like, we're talking like 9 o'clock now. And wanting to go get a drink and, like, be normal. And I was pissed off still. And, like, he got a little mad. And then I said something that probably didn't remedy the situation. It probably made things a little worse. And then he had his girlfriend text me to try to smooth it over and try to get me to go out with them. And I didn't want to fucking go out. I had no desire to, like, deal with all that shit. And they kept bugging about it. And so I was about to say, like, I seriously feel like you guys are fucking manipulating this fucking situation and trying to make me feel like shit for, like, honestly, emotionally knowing that me going out right now probably isn't the best idea for me, like, health-wise, mentally and shit. And before I fucking say this, he fucking says that he feels like I'm trying to manipulate the situation by making them feel bad. And I'm like, I don't give a shit how you feel, dude. I'm just saying I don't want to fucking go out. Like, why is this a fucking issue? So I'm like, look, go out, have a good time, do whatever the fuck you're going to do. I just don't want to be there. Okay. And then he was like, well, we need to have a production meeting to, like, talk about, like, what went down to make sure that shit doesn't happen again. And it's like, this is the third fucking production meeting that we've had to have about things going wrong. And it all points back to him. And that's why it's annoying. And like, I don't want to fucking throw him under the bus more than I did. Like, I probably shouldn't be talking about this on a public stream, but whatever. I won't get into like names or what was said, but I'm a little pissed. And so last night I wanted to just like not do the whole fucking thing. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to fucking do this anymore. And I said that during the interview. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I don't want to do this anymore. And then like as the night went on, I was like, what do I do any of this for? Like, why am I trying? Like, why do I even fucking create anything? Like, what's the fucking point? And I just went down that fucking downward spiral thing. And so then when I woke up today, I wasn't feeling great. And I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe I'm done. You know, like maybe like I should just stop. And I don't know. I got really down about it. And then a friend of mine called and I was telling her about what happened. And she like made me feel better in the sense of like saying like why are you even doing this documentary? And I'm like, well, you know, there's some things about it that are really cool, and like the fact that we have like finishing funds in place is really cool. I've never been in that position before. And everyone in the project, like the producers, the executive producers, everyone a part of it is using this as a springboard to do the next thing, which is what you should do when you do any project. And she's like, are you doing that too? And I'm like, well, yeah, like there's some things that this will really help like my career. So, you know, and then she's like, okay, well, just look at it like that. Don't worry about all the other shit that's happening right now. Just know that it's a necessary evil. And there are some bigger things that are going to come out of it. And so, like, hearing somebody like lay it out like that for me, I don't know. It just made me feel a little bit better. But I also don't like feeling like shit. So, I don't know. I I hate having that I hate I hate like having that whole like tortured artist thing like be a thing for me, cuz like I hate that kind of shit. Like those like stereotypes and everything like that. But there's so much stuff that I do that like fucking like illuminates that whole stereotype, and it drives me fucking crazy, and then I just get like more irritated. But anyway, so that's what happened yesterday. I had like a total like downward thing, and and then I don't know if this made it any worse or better, but I was like looking at the footage last night and I of what we did, and I'm just like getting more and more down. And I did the whole thing like I'm like, does anyone even give a shit about anything I have to say about this shit? Does anyone fucking care? Like, why does anyone give two shits about what I have to say about being an artist or creating or anything? Like, I'm sure there are fucking 100 other people who are as qualified or more qualified than me to talk about any of this shit. So I just like I was just in it last night, like really fucking down. And it's just funny because like honestly, like if you want a fucking good documentary, dude, I bet like being with me during that period would have been way better and way more interesting than being around me like when like before that happened. So again, this whole thing, like once the actual shoot starts, that's going to be like 3 weeks like nonstop of like being filmed and the whole fucking thing. So whatever fucking meltdowns I have, whatever. this whole thing is just putting together packages for investment opportunities and stuff like that, and trying to get people behind the project. So I don't know. Let's see. Caitlin, or wait, JH. Oh, wait. We got a bunch of stuff here. Okay. So Caitlin says, I never feel good after emotionally unpacking things. Right? Dude, like seriously, like we got like down into some shit, like some really personal, emotional baggage shit, and went through that. And then immediately after that, he asked me some fucking dumbass fucking question about what the fuck did he even start saying? I don't know. I can't remember what he said. It was something to do with like me fearing finances, or like when things get tight or something like that. But the way he said it was really shitty, and I started fucking yelling at him. And I shouldn't have done that, obviously. But like the way he said it pissed me off. And but again, if that whole first part hadn't happened, I probably would have thought his question was normal and fine and not gotten emotional about it. So that was that, you know. But yeah, like the unpacking things for real. And then JH says, we're all stereotypes, monotypes, and surround types all at once. Yeah. I know, but I just hate proving a fact or proving a point, you know, like when I don't want to prove that point. Like, well, yeah, but those other 100 people are not you. Oh, Caitlin, you're gonna make me cry. Shit, dude. That was really nice. Thanks. Oh, fuck. Um, they didn't ask you if you needed a break after unloading like that. Also, hi. What's up, Adam? How was the fucking punk show? No, of course they didn't fucking ask me if I needed a break, because I was losing my shit, and that's kind of what they're all hoping I'm gonna do. I mean, you guys know, like I'm the most fun when I'm fucking going off the fucking handles at shit. Everybody knows it. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Um, but yeah, so this whole thing's really hard, and we're supposed to have some meeting today to set something up, and then like we were supposed to finish all of the shooting yesterday, but we didn't get it done because there was obviously, like, we were supposed to do some outside shit, but there was obviously some arguments happening. So we're gonna try to finish that up this week, and then hopefully have all of the sizzle reels done by the weekend. But there is a possibility, because of crew, that we might not be able to do any of shooting until the weekend. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. But next weekend, I'm going to be out of town working on a different project. So and maybe soon here I'll be able to give more details on that one. But yeah, so I'm running out of time. I need to start setting up everything for like the fall, and like what I'm doing and all this other shit. And so like all of this like not knowing what we're doing until the last fucking minute kind of shit while we're putting it together is driving me crazy. But like again, once we start shooting, I don't have anything to do with it. There's just going to be motherfuckers with me for 3 weeks. And so that's fine. Like yeah, so whatever. Like Oh, shots fired. But yeah. So yeah, Adam, how was the show? How's everyone doing? It was a dumpster fire. Every good house party show has to end up a dumpster fire. The landlord who lives next door barged in and tried to tell all the punks to leave. The punks all made fun of her and jumped on the instruments and played over her. It was really funny. Oh, fuck, dude. And did the fucking cops show up or what? And did you guys trash the house? That's the second thing. And all this was in fucking Simi Valley? That's fucking crazy. Who knew Simi was so wild? I think I've talked to you about this, but like the going joke with people I know about Simi Valley is that Simi Valley is the place where middle class women settle. Like whoever like nabs them and like picks them up, like no matter how awful their relationship is, they'll fucking stay in it because they put the time in. So why run away from it? It's just it's funny. Like there's definitely some tropes about that area. So anytime between like 11 and 5 on any given weekday, you could go to any restaurant or bar and see ladies who consider themselves upper class completely slumming it and drinking drink after drink, complaining about their horrible fucking relationships. And at the end of the day, them knowing that none of them are going to do a goddamn thing to get out of them. It's fucking hysterical. But anyway, yeah, cops came. We did trash the house. It was in Thousand Oaks. My buddy's getting evicted from there, so we called the show Eviction Fest and encourage everyone to break all the furniture. Jesus fucking Christ. Gotta go unload groceries. Okay. Take it easy. Have fun. Make sure you get the cold stuff in the fridge first. Oh, man. So it was a fun eviction. Yeah, that sounds like one of the funner evictions I've ever heard of. So yeah, I like it. I dig it. That's some good shit. All right. So let's do this. Oh, this page is folded already. That's fancy. Okay, so these are the ones that I haven't put back in order yet. So let's look at this pile of pages. Chalice Wheeze. Oh, wait, no, there's two more here. These were on the bottom, though. Should they stay on the bottom? I don't know. We're just gonna have to put stuff together here and see what happens. Okay. So oh yeah, these are all fucked up. But they are in order. This one isn't. Wait a second. What's happening here? Oh wait, I think this is a fucked up page. I think that's the problem. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this one off to the side then. Somewhere. Jesus, there's no place on earth to put anything. Okay. So I need a page 18, and I don't think I'm gonna find it. Okay, so why don't I just put all of these together over here? Okay, so what's this? Yeah, and in case you guys don't remember what happened, I left these by the window without the paperweight on it, and a breeze came by and blew, like, I don't know, 20 fucking copies of a chapbook that hadn't been put together yet all over the place. Okay, so that's page 20, and that's 21. Oh, okay. I see what I did here. So we're back to page 19. Okay. Wait, this is page 19. Yeah, where's your friend going? 19, 20. Okay. Wait, that's 10? Oh, wait, no, 19. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. I should seriously probably just start over and reprint all these because this is really hard for my brain. How come I don't have any page 18? Here we go. Here's an 18. And is this a 16? Holy shit. We're getting somewhere, guys. So is that a 14? Oh my God. Look at me. I just said this was hard and I'm finding it very easy suddenly. Okay, that's another page 19. Why do I have like 30 fucking page 19s? Okay. So I don't need that. I need, wait, a 12. So I need an 11. Wait a second. 9, 10. Oh, wait. 11. Oh, 9, 10. Oh, is this it? This might be it. I think I'm going to start folding them too, so I don't have to worry about shit. Okay, so I'll put these here. That's where those will go. Okay, so we're back on page 9. No, that's 19. Dude, I have like 30 fucking page 19s and nothing else, it seems. All right. Okay, so here's 18 and 17 and 16 and 15. There's another 21 and another 19 and another 21. Oh, wait, this one will go here. 14. Yeah, that's it. And that one has the blank sheet. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I might actually pull this off without going crazy. So if you guys like hearing paper and me saying the same numbers over and over again, like you're watching an old episode of Lost, this is definitely the stream for you. Definitely. Okay, so here we go. We're back to page 21. 20, 19, 18, 17. Come on, you piece of shit. 17. 15, 16. And this should do it, right? Yep. Okay, cool. Wing S, how are you doing? Have you been trying to catch me live and you keep missing me? Notifications are a bitch. How are you doing today? What is up in your neck of the woods? Give me a weather report. Tell me what you did this weekend. Let's hear it all. so this is 21. That is also 21. I am well. Rain today, recovering from a bike accident on Thursday. Shit, give us details. What happened? And let me know if there's someone who I could get pissed off about because of it. Because I'm sure it was somebody's fault. Okay, so I need 18. Do we have an 18? Here's a 17. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 17, boom. So I need a 16. Okay, I have the last page. I need this other page. Where is it? What is this? Oh, okay. Wait, 17. Nope, that's this page. Okay. Oh, wait, here, found one. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, guys, listen up. A woman in an SUV made a turn without looking and hit me. Went to the AR, but all the tests are negative. Just a badass laceration on my forehead. Oh my God. Is it vertical or horizontal? That's fucking horrendous. It's vertical but wavy. Oh shit. So stitches, yeah? Or did they just like kind of glue you up? Forehead lacerations are weird. 14 stitches. Shit. Well, hopefully you don't have a crazy scar unless you're into crazy scars. Then I hope you have a crazy scar. Because crazy scars are fun. If you like that kind of thing. But I don't wish you a scar if you're not liking that. Like lightning shaped? Oh, yeah. Is it wavy or is it like I don't know what that would be called. Let's go with lightning shaped. Okay, these are the same page. Okay, so we'll go backwards this time. So do I have 15 here? I do. And there's 16, so I need a 17. 17, 18. Oh, I have tons of 19s. Where was that last 19 I had? I have more 19s than I know what to do with. Is that over here? Or have I used all of my... Nope, here it is. Here is my random 19. I'll go with lightning shaped. Okay, so this is kind of badass. Like this chick kind of did you a favor now that I'm thinking about it. Like, do you feel good about it? Like, let me ask you this. Do you feel healthy right now? That's probably the most important thing to ask you. Because we want you to feel good. I feel healthy, just some soreness. Yeah. Oh shit, Ethan, what's up? Well, shit, speedy recovery, Wing S. Let's make sure that you feel good and all that other shit. And then, like, you might be getting some kind of settlement or something here, right? Getting that Stephen King, Fred, like from the, what do you call it? Are you talking about the van that he bought and had destroyed? Cred, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I get you. I follow. What page is this? That was loud. Okay, so Wing S is just going to be called Lightning for now on. Okay, we got it. Yeah, I will try to link up with a lawyer and see what I can get financially. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that story. I mean, it's amazing when you're that fucking loaded and got that much clout that you could just fucking like go, I'm gonna buy that thing and then I'm gonna fucking have it destroyed and watch it. Although he did write the Maximum Overdrive or Trucks. So I don't know if I would be so quick to try to destroy automobiles. Oh, and Christine too. Yeah, he's a dangerous motherfucker. Probably shouldn't be doing that kind of shit. All right. Oh, and if you guys are interested, I am doing another workshop for the San Fernando Valley Zine Fest next Saturday at 3 o'clock Pacific. We're going to be making a one-page zine. So if that sounds like something you want to do, definitely go to sfvzinefest.com and do the register. It's a free class, so it's fine. Yes, in all seriousness, glad you aren't hurt worse. Faux real. Okay, so we need another 18. I don't know if I have another 18 here. That is not an 18. What does this go to, though? 15. Is this a 14? Okay, well, I'll put that together. And this is another 16. Wait, I just have a 16. Yeah, that's already a 16. Okay, so these are just random pages, and these two aren't finished because I need an 18. Okay, let's see how far we are on these. Oh, wait, what page is this? 13, 12. Wait, does that go here? 16. Wait a second. Oh, I'm doing this backwards. Okay, so 16, 14. I need 18. I already said that, though, right? That is not 18. What is this? Oh my god. Okay, so all of these pages are fucked over there. Got it. All right, so let's see. So, Ethan, how is your weekend going? How are you doing? Ah, don't fall on me, guys. There's a bunch of other pages underneath these that are all fucked up, and I'm hoping that those are the missing pages for those books. fingers are crossed. And I just got a new paper order in, so I'll be able to print out more stuff and the next chapbook and the next blood rag and all that fun shit. Oh, and since I'm talking about it here right this moment, the sale from last month is still going on. So that is a thing. And then there is going to be a 1-day sale on October 3rd that is going to be my craziest sale ever. And then there are going to be drastic changes to my shop and how I do stuff. So October 3rd will probably be the last time that you are going to be able to get a lot of my stuff. So hopefully that will be awesome. Wait, that's not right. Come on. Okay, there we go. That doesn't feel right. What's going on here? Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to move that stuff in a minute because it's starting to fall. The thing about this book that's weird, that is causing me a lot of confusion, is that the first page is blank because the cover is see-through. It's a vellum cover. So I'm not used to seeing a blank page. I'm used to the first page I work with is like the title page with the table of contents on it. So when I'm trying to count these and put them together and I see the blank page, I immediately think that I had a misprint or something's fucked up. So I constantly, I'm like, no, that's okay, actually. It's really fucking my brain up. Uh-oh, there's only 2 pages here. And they're the same fucking pages. Okay, so these pages are fucked. Like, these were bad print jobs. Okay, so I could just... Maybe I'll save these for, like, print checks. Okay, so, let me see here. 19, so I need an 18. Fucking hell. Story of my life. Okay, so this is another one that's fucked up. So we'll put that over there. Almost done, guys. I'm really confused as to how many of these got ruined. Because some of the pages did get all fucked up and bent and crazy looking. So I might have just tossed them as I was trying to put these back together. But I don't know. It seems like kind of a lot. Come on. Oh my fucking God. Separate. All right, cool. So hopefully this is all super relaxing for everyone. Okay, so can I at least put one book together out of all? Oh, fuck. Out of all of these. Okay, so I have 12 and 13, 14, 15. So I need 17, 18. Okay, do I have any 17, 18s? It seems like that's the only page on all of these that I'm missing. That is so weird. Why is that always the page that gets fucked up? Okay, this is a 17, but I need to print 18 on the back of it. Okay, so I will put that on top. Yeah, every single one of these, it's the same page that's missing. That's really fucking weird. All right, well, I will go through and count those and figure out how many page 18 and 17 that I need. All right, so that is done. How many do we have here? Let me see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit, I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I have 20 copies here. How many? 50. There's 50 copies altogether. So yeah, okay. I need to go double check something real quick. But that should be okay. It's starting to get warm. Starting to get warm. And I'll get the covers and do those here in a minute. Ethan, are you still here? I have a question for you. If you are still here, if you've listened to the latest Slee Ricketts, because I have some beefs. Shocker. Shocker that this motherfucker would have beef about something. I am like fucking Arby's. We got the beef. So if Ethan comes back, we'll talk about that. Feud. Yes. Not with me and not with Bucks. But another guy that I think is kind of douchey that I've been feuding with allegedly for a while. Actually, JH might have some fucking. I have listened to latest records. Okay, so here's going to be the shock of the century. I got ticked off at something that fucking Eli said. But I want to know if there is really a difference between confessional poetry and autobiographical poetry. And if so, what? Because it sounds like to me, the only reason why someone would say there's a difference is if they're trying to like save some sacred cows, like they want to still like Lowell and Bishop and fucking like Plath and fucking Sexton and that whole fucking crew. But I don't know. Like I'm trying to come up with why there would be a difference in that and what would constitute a difference. And if the only difference Like, if any of the argument falls into insta poetry, then it's not even a fucking argument because, like, just come on. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yes, confessional sounds more fancy. Well, they're confessing things. They're confessing to crimes. Dude, fucking Trump's been a confessional poet every time he fucking goes on TV or speaks at a fucking thing. And it hasn't stopped him at all. Just fucking around. Let's not turn this into that. But Jesus Christ, man. I'm just really fucking curious as to um, what those things would be. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Elijah's beef was that he didn't like confessional poets, but he does like autobiographical poetry. Is that what's happening here? I feel like there is a difference. Yes, I like some confessional poetry, but I think confessional is a subgenre of autobiographical poetry, but I can't really tell you why. Okay, but is it just based off of like that school from that period? Because like if that's what the argument is going to be, I could see that that makes sense. You know, like yes, those poets from New England during that brief period in the 60s and 70s, whatever. Like sure, if you want to call that a school and have that be like individual on its own, then I totally like that's fine. And I think like the language poets could have been autobiographical if the stuff they're writing about is autobiographical. So I get that whole thing. I think to be confessional poetry, you have to write in like everyday speech and reveal psychological things about yourself. Huh. Oops. That just sounds like that would fall under psychological poetry or self-analyzing poetry. That's really interesting though. I really do also agree with you. Confessional is either from that school or inspired by it. Yeah. No, this whole like reveal psychological things about yourself. This is really interesting, especially since um we did that watch along with the Anne Sexton thing and then read up on her. It really seems like she confessed to a ton of like crimes in her poetry that came out much later, obviously. And in other forms of autobiographical fiction, you get to be an a hole. Yeah, that's about right. I also think confessional poetry slash fiction as a historical genre. Huh. So what would the difference then be between autobiographical or confessional fiction and a memoir? Like where would that distinction be? I don't know if this is intriguing to anyone else. Like I think it's really interesting to find out where people like slice genres down because for some reason it's very important to a lot of people. So it's I think for me it's more interesting to see why shit like that is important to certain people. And like honestly, I think the biggest fascination, like when I started getting really into just seeing how people's brains worked on this, was when YA started. and became like a phenomenon, because like there were a bunch of YA books, but there were all these genres that you can have YA books in. And watching people try to have conversations about this and try to put down certain things because of this, that, or the other, was completely fascinating, especially on BookTube. Like just watching people like try to fucking debate this shit to death. It was quite the show. That was pretty fun. JH says, I don't know, but the distinction probably has to do with the level from freedom, like how based on reality the details of the story poetry are. At least that's the impression that I get, said the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones. I think I know the reason it's important to Mr. Elijah. Oh my God. It's so funny. I don't know if I've ever known someone who at any given second of the day can say something that makes me want to just fucking scream. Like I'm sure there have been people, but usually not having anything to do with art. It's usually about much more serious topics. But level of freedom, sorry, degree of freedom maybe. I'm tired and getting languages confused. Hola, senor. Oh, donde está? Que hora es los baños? So there you go. I don't know what I said. I think there was a time and a toilet involved in what I was just saying. Did not do well in Spanish, which sucks because like if anyone on this stream right now should know Spanish and that would help them in everyday life, it would be me. To me, it's fairly useless to call art by a title originally used to describe a historical school, etc., when that art isn't a part of that school. Dude, you kind of just blew my mind right now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to read this again. To me, it's fairly useless to call art by a title originally used to describe a historical school when that art isn't a part of that school. Dude, I feel like you just yoded me, dude. Chill baby, hello, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I actually speak a little though. Hi chill baby, hope you're doing well. Well, if you speak a little, what did I say? Translate this stream, dude. Yeah, that's a good question. How many languages do you speak at least semi-fluently? And according to people who've yelled at me, Pig Latin does not count, nor double speak. So continue. Donde está, but it should be estás? Donde estás? Oh. Donde estás? There's this radio station out here. I don't think it was poorly worded. I think it was just like profound, and I'm trying to fucking wrap my head around it a little bit. If you're speaking where I am. If you're asking where I am. But yeah, there's this radio station out here. I don't think it exists anymore, but it used to. And it would play a lot of Spanish language music. And you would hear the fucking like if you ever turned it on and like they would do the call letters and shit for the radio, it was this guy, and he's like, "Que bueno!" And so like that was just like, and it was like clever because like radio stations west of the Mississippi use K instead of W as the first call letter. So Que bueno, but like QUE. Come on, guys. You understand what I'm saying here. What the fuck is Catalan? Catalan? Where do they speak Catalan? I wish I were more languageable. Well, when you make up words, I think you're doing okay. Catalan is spoken in and around Barcelona, closely related to French. Oh, I wonder if Steve knows how to speak Catalan. Dude, this is a spicy drink here. Spicy drink. It's burning my throat. Mr. Gilsdorf, what's up, man? Oh yeah. No, the JH podcast has been in pre-production for months now. We're all waiting with bated breath, dude, for your fucking ASMR fucking deliciousness. Lull us and teach us. Did you finish that gig? Weren't you editing someone's book? How did that work out? Let's see here. Oh wait, no, I gotta be like that, huh? Yup. I'm shooting pics. Shooting pics. Alrighty. Yeah, JH. So answer the fucking question. When's the podcast start? I've tried addressing Steven in chat, but he's never acknowledged me. Actually used to live in Barcelona too. No shit. How long were you in Barcelona? If Steven keeps up fucking what do you call it? Wooing me, I might fucking end up in Barcelona. And just so you guys know, it doesn't take much to woo me. All you have to do is tell me you have a spare room, and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I'm almost there. Wow, that was all fucking. Woo. That was all pepper and spice, guys. All right, let me go grab the cover stock. What did we say? 20? I don't know how many this is. Maybe 20. We'll shoot from here. Okay. I didn't see any extra copies of this. So, okay, we'll just start with that. Okay. Got it. I was going back and forth for a couple years. It's a lovely city, but I haven't been back for a long time, mainly because I don't live near an international airport anymore. Well, that's where you fucked up, dude. That is where you fucked up. Okay, so first things first, we got to get you near an international airport. I live near an international airport, and it's not all it's cracked up to be, so I understand. I understand not wanting to do that. I was sitting, something blah blah, something doop doop, then you see me, la da doo da, be da ba da, da doo da boop doo doo. I was sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, you dig her, huh? You're like a big Suzanne Vega dude. If I recall, I think that is something I've heard you say. But who did the remix of that made it so popular out here? The song made her the mother of the MP3 because of reasons. Yeah. No, that song was like, I don't know how big it was elsewhere, but that was like a big fucking club hit out here. Did I ever have my knee surgery? No. And I will tell you why. Because our medical system is fucking corrupt. No, I never had it. Like last I talked to anyone about the whole ordeal, my orthopedic decided to stop taking the insurance that I had. So I had to start the whole process over, and I just don't give a shit anymore. And I've been still doing the physical therapy. And the big thing is, as long as I'm intentional with what I'm doing, my knee doesn't bother me. It's when I'm not paying attention and like I'll like run somewhere or I'll like run downstairs or run down a hill or something like that. That's when like my knee starts really fucking acting up. Um, but like if I'm like intentional with like my steps and I go, okay, I'm taking a step and this is how, and it's becoming second nature. It's kind of like learning how to walk again, but I'm fine. Like I don't have any problems with it. Um, but there have been times when I like was rushing somewhere and I was in fucking agony, like like a half hour later, and that would last all through the day and the next day, and then I'd have to start like doing my physical therapy shit on it again, and just building it up, and like I don't know if my meniscus is healing, and I don't know if the ACL is healing because like I personally I don't think the ACL completely snapped. Like I feel like I would be way worse off. But then I was talking to this other doctor and they were saying like you don't have to have an ACL. Like you can be without it and be fine. Um and because my meniscal tear was down the middle instead of on the sides, the chances of like me locking my knee are really slim because when I had a tear on my other knee on the outside, that fucker locked all the time. But this one's only locked a couple times in the last like almost 2 years since I injured it. So I'm pretty much fine now. I mean, I'm not fine, but I just don't give a fuck anymore. So it is what it is, and I'm I'm doing good. Dude, this paper does not fold like other paper. Yeah. Oh yeah, and for anyone here, the chap is doing the books. That's what I'm trying to. LLJK, as you know, I work in healthcare, and I'm starting to think that Dark Lord of Earthly Kingdom sci-fi checks. Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, the whole thing's fucking stupid, and I'm trying not to fucking like shit on the whole entirety of everything, but just the whole idea of making people suffer. And I mean, there's motherfuckers who have like life-threatening conditions that go through this kind of shit, and it's not okay, you know. But I don't want to sound like a broken record on fucking NPR, but like the bureaucracy that goes on in order to push things through is really just, I don't know, redundant, unnecessary. Like, if motherfuckers need help, help people. That's it. Like, there shouldn't be hoops to jump through. There shouldn't be all of this other shit. And then, like, on top of it, like, as much as I'm pissed off at my old orthopedic, the reason why him and my insurance company got into a fight was because he wanted to see me to go over my options and didn't run it by my insurance company first. And my insurance company refused to pay for the visit. And it's like honestly, like, I'm going to find out if I'm going to have surgery or not and let him know how physical therapy went. Like, as much as I don't think I needed to have an actual in-office visit for that, and we could have done that over a video call or something, it's something that is the logical next step before somebody cuts you fucking open. So the fact that my insurance company was like, whoa, 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 like, we did not agree to this. It's fucking stupid. So on both sides, and the fact that he just like said, okay, well, fuck this guy, I don't give a shit, and all your other patients, that sucks. But at the same time, I don't understand why the insurance company got its fucking panties in a bunch over it. It's just fucking dumb. And I will say, it's from everything I've seen and talked to with other people I know, it might just be because of the population, but healthcare in LA is garbage. Like, every other place I've lived, I've gotten better care and like more caring care, if that makes any sense. Oh, and in case you guys didn't know, in the room right now, we have the what do you call it when you renounce something or you were about to do something and then you weren't? But we're sitting here with the fucking poet laureate of Northwestern Florida, if that was still something they wanted to do. But alas, they passed on the crown. For heavy is the head that wears the crown of poet laureate of Northwest Florida. I'm just going to call you the Panhandle King. You are the Panhandle King. Oh, this one got a little fucked up, huh? It's okay, guys. I know you guys are only here to see the stapler. The stapler's coming, I promise. That's definitely a sweet spot city size for getting healthcare. Like a good Pensacola sized city is actually pretty good. Oh wait. Oh yeah. JH is like, what are you talking about? What's healthcare? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Panhandle King is better. Okay, so everyone, I now bequeath Ethan McGuire, Panhandle King. So Wing S is fucking lightning, and Ethan is now Panhandle King. So we're throwing out nicknames here today, guys. Yeah, over here it's equally bad everywhere. Oh, okay. Well, then forget I said anything. You're supposed to talk up socialized medicine, dude. We're trying to get that across over here. Come on. Yeah, they were like, well, you can't be the poet laureate of Northwest Florida if you don't live here. And I was like, I didn't even ask to be. Well, you know, Tommy Tuberville is a fucking senator in Alabama and he lives in Northwest Florida. So how the fuck did that work out? Oh my God, did I fucking nail this? I might have fucking nailed it. We'll see here. We'll see here in a second. Yes, comrade, welcome to healthcare. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Am I doing this first? Yeah. Forgot what I was doing here. Sorry. Damn it, JH. Just start your fucking podcast and start selling people on awesome socialism ideas. I'm just kidding. We have a right-wing government at the minute, so it's difficult to be optimistic. Oh, I see. I understand. Oh no, I was off by like 2. That sucks. I was really thinking I was king tut shit over here. I'm just not rich enough. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We all got to work on that. Let's all be rich together, and then we could get away with all sorts of shit. That's the plan, right? Oh my God. I'm getting blown up over here. Oh my God, it's happening again. Oh, there's a dog fight in the fucking hallway. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Usually, if you just hear a dog barking, it just means a dog's barking. But if you hear a dog barking and then a woman yelling, that means some shit just went down. In case you didn't know how it works on my side of the tracks, guys. Oh, maybe I'll make some coffee. I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me while I'm doing all this fucking boring ass shit. It's kind of nice. Yep, and that should do it. Okay, cool. Okay, I gotta do this quick before the kettle boils. That's LA in a nutshell. That's funny. Oh, lightning's back. Usually the women yelling is more frightening than the dog barking. Yeah, if the women yelling are yelling out of like fear or something, or even, yeah, that's scary. But you could tell when someone's yelling as a type of, I don't know, like trying to control their animals. Like the woman who lives a couple doors down, she is a professional dog walker. So sometimes there'll be like 1 or 2 dogs, and then other times she has like 8 dogs with her. And the elevator is this big. So that's kind of crazy. But one of the dogs she walks is a trying to remember the name of it, a Grand Pyrenees. I don't know if you've ever seen these dogs, but they're basically like small horses. And that dog is fucking huge. And this chick is not that big. Art, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, let me get my Joe. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of coffee. Woo! I need to put an order in stat because I'm not leaving until tomorrow. If I could help it. Oh my God. Oh, hotter than I thought it was going to be. Art, how are we doing today? Good, good, good. Oh yeah, let's do some fun stuff. There it is. There's some fun stuff for you. Let's see here. I got some grams. I got some texts. I got some emails. Oh, good Lord. Let me see. Okay, okay, okay. Oh shit, deep in the reeds. Hello, I'm late to the stream. LOL. Did you hear about Stop Making Sense being re-released in theaters? No. No, I have not heard about this. Let's see if it just tells me about it. Oh yeah, it's today at the Chinese theater at 7:05 or at 10:15 at the Grove. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's crazy. Dude, I got asked to go. A friend of mine is like, the other day, he's like, hey, do you want to go see Serial Mom? And I'm like, no, it's cool, dude. Like, it's fine. And then he like texts me a little bit later and he's like, no, John Waters is there and he's doing a Q&A. Do you want to go see Serial Mom? And I was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And he's like, oh, no, I already gave my other ticket away. And it was because John Waters was getting his star on the Walk of Fame. And all these people were there and all this shit. And I fucking didn't know anything about it again until it was done. So you telling me that Stop Making Sense is being re-released is like at least me knowing something as it's happening instead of like the day after. So thanks for the heads up. Is it being re-released everywhere or is it just in LA they're doing that? Oh, Art is feeling better. You snooze, you lose. Yeah, I'm fucking snoozing all the time, dude. I hear you. Oh, that is still really hot. Fuck. Ooh, it burns all the way down. Select theaters. I live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and seeing it Wednesday. Nice. And also, it's A24 doing the re-release. I didn't know until last night. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm not like completely like unknowing of things that are happening. Oh, dude. Who was it? I haven't even opened the package yet, but one of you sent me a package of your books. Who was it? I think it was Jim. Sent me a package of their books, and when I was trying to get it out of the fucking mailbox, the envelope gave me a fucking paper cut, and I'm like, "Oh, it's not that bad." While I'm in the elevator, I'm bleeding all over all of my mail. And I come back and wash it off, but I don't know if you can see it. It's like just like a scratch. But it just was like I felt the scratch happen, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a scratch that I got from the corner of this envelope. No big deal." And then I'm standing there, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what's wet? Like, why do I feel like my hands wet?" And I look down, and there's blood all over my fucking mail, and I'm like, "Jesus fucking Christ!" So thanks for the fucking weapon, guys. If you guys are trying to kill me, you're doing a good job. That's one aggressive package. Yeah, that's what she said. Oh man, yeah, that cracked me up. I was just like, oh my god, my mail's trying to kill me. which is indeed what he said. Yeah. And probably which is indeed what you were implying. So that was the Real Bloodshed review. Oh, shit. How did we miss that joke? Oh, deep in the fucking reeds. 12 points for that one. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, see, drum roll. There it is. Now here I am fucking sitting here going, okay, so I have something called the Bloodshed Review. That's great. But I don't think it's made anyone bleed. No one's complained to me about that. And then this dude's random media mail package fucking sliced me from fucking asshole to appetite. Am I right? Oh my God. No, it was just a little cut on my hand. It's not even that big of a deal. But I just couldn't believe it. It was like I saw it and it looked fine. It just looked like a scratch. And so I'm like just minding my own business. And then it's like fucking a Slayer song, Rain and Blood. Oh man. The Real Bloodshed review. This motherfucker. Very well done. Maybe you should have blood stains for your next series instead of wine glass stains. Dude, don't tempt me because now I'm going to be like cutting my fingertips and shit, trying to get enough blood on all the fucking pages. And then, you know, it would be even better than that. This is what's going to happen. Some chick is going to like buy my chapbook, read it, whatever, have it in her pocket when she's going on a walk or whatever. And then she's going to get brutally murdered in the bushes or something. And my chapbook will be like next to her with my fucking DNA on it. And she'll be in fucking probably Halifax, Nova Scotia for all I fucking know. And then the cops are going to come looking for me because like my DNA was at the scene of a brutal fucking murder. That's how my luck rolls. Oh my God. That's a horrible fucking idea and a horrible story, but I'm dumb enough to do it. And fucking lightning over here. Fucking dropping ideas on me. Fuck. That's a good idea. Another great idea would be to like, I'll write to you. As someone who collects black metal records, using blood for signature is so passe. Yeah, no shit, right? Drama is more material for your poetry. Oh, totally. It totally is. It totally is. I agree 100%. But since we started talking about blood and shit making you bleed, I'm like, oh, I should like fucking like tape like razor blades like inside the cover, like Peaky Blinders, like right on the fucking edge. So when you first open it up, it cuts you. Oh, that's some shit. Now we're getting super fucking like meta and shit with a lot of this stuff. Very fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Method. Very method. Do you also collect old black metal demo tapes? That is the question. Like, do you have any old Funeral in your collection? No tapes. The ones that are worth having are really expensive. Yeah, I bet, dude. Shit. Yeah, in that like kind of black metal, like raw black metal, hardcore punk project I did. Um, oh, I was just gonna say I did a cover of Death Crush and I did a cover of Welcome to Hell, and I also did a cover of just Black Flag songs, like an EP of just Black Flag songs, and then I did Bela Lugosi's Dead as well. So if you ever want to listen to some weird covers of all those songs, just look the Murder Cult up. I think it's on Bandcamp still. Wasn't the tape, if I'm like, let me see if I'm remembering this right. Was the cassette version of Death Crush pink instead of red, or was the original vinyl pressing also pink? Or am I just conflating that with something else, like misremembering? Da, 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 da. The vinyl pressing was pink. That was the risk of printing anything red for cheap in the 80s. Yeah, for real. But it was just the first run, right? Because they did a second run after, like, Helvet and all that shit started taking off, right? I might be wishful thinking here. Am I going to do this right now? I think I'm going to. Okay, let me do this. I should probably just staple these first and then do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. We'll do that. Gotta hold this down a little bit. Oh yeah, don't thank me yet. You're gonna listen to it, and then you're gonna be like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, so the Murder Cult was this. What did the pile do to be bad? No, I had all the pages for this book like on top of my printer, stacked up, and I took the paperweight off of it, and then left the room, and then a big gust of wind came in and blew like I don't know how many's over there, probably like another 10. So like 30 copies of this, like all over the place, and like all the pages got out of order and the whole deal. So I've just been putting them back together. Oh yeah, so the Murder Cult I started doing when I didn't know what was going on with Creeperson. We lost our drummer and bass player, and me and Gary were trying to figure out how we were going to proceed. And what ended up happening with Creeperson was I moved from guitar to bass, and we just got another drummer. And while we were auditioning drummers and doing all that stuff, I was wanting to record stuff and write stuff, but I didn't want to do Creeperson stuff. And I'd never done any like kind of extreme music of any kind, like metal or anything like that. And so I started this like kind of black metal, hardcore punk project, and started putting out EPs every week. And so like that week I would write like 4 songs, and then as soon as I had them written, I would just go and record them before like I figured them out any real way. Like it was like real spontaneous. And the first EP I recorded at the studio on a live kit and with Gary producing it. And it was fun, but it didn't like feel like what I wanted to do. So then after that, all the other recordings I did at home by myself, and had to like map drums out and stuff, which is very not black metal to have fucking fake drums, but I liked it. It was just noise and anger, and I really liked doing all the artwork for it. So that was cool. So there was like one full length and then a collection and a ton of EPs. But like it only lasted for like 6 months because then like we figured out what we were doing with Creeperson and then went back to doing that. And then Gary disappeared and nothing else happened with Creeperson after that. So I might be doing that again. What did you think of Ernie Hilbert on Sleep Rickets? I felt a lot of possible kinship between the two of you. Which one was he? And if it was on a Secret Show episode, I haven't heard it. The card I had on my Secret Show thing expired, and I haven't like done the new card thing yet. Murder Cold is a cool name. Thanks. The other thing that was cool about Murder Cult was it had a dumb little logo, and I got a ton of little tiny stickers made, and I put them everywhere. Episode 122. Okay. Was that the masculinity guy? Like the talks about masculinity and shit? Let me pull it up real quick. What? Quit moving. The formal poet version of you. How far back was that? Oh, wait, no, right here. Sore thumbs. Let's see. Oh, I didn't hear part 2. Okay, well, I will listen to this again. Or have I not listened to that? Oh, shit, I didn't listen to that. Yeah, it says played on Fetal Poppy Syndrome and played on Comeback Bill, which was great, by the way. With the exception of that shit that pissed me off. Sore Thumb Crisis. Yeah, I'll check that out. And he talked about it on that like normal feed episode. I need to re-get the Secret Show shit anyway, so maybe I'll just do that today. That'll be my goal. Do you remember any like takes he had or anything like that you thought like, oh yeah? Oh, and seriously, do you know how fucking bad I wanted to fucking go to New York this week and fucking hang out with all them? That would have been fucking awesome. I thought about it. I was going to do it as a big surprise and just show up and start causing trouble. Oh, you're in New York City and you weren't able to go? Oh, no shit. Did you do the thing with that? Is it Joshua Megan? Is that who it is? He says a lot of things about the tactile elements of publishing that I thought you'd find interesting, plus his controversial take on poets should hustle to sell their books. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ernie's my new fucking favorite guy in the world. I got to hear what he has to say. I'm very excited. I will be a Bert to his Ernie. So you did the thing with Josh. That's awesome. Are you doing that again? Because isn't she there right now to do that? I know that would have been fucking badass, dude. I should have fucking just went. My fucking life is in fucking upside down world right now, so it would have been kind of a bitch to fucking make happen, but that would have been fucking really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the Northeast here probably within the next 2 months. So anyone in the Northeast, let's see, Josh's classes are online with Brooklyn Poets. I probably won't take another Josh class this fall. Okay. Okay, I'm pushing too hard, guys. Don't push so hard. Senor. That's way better. Fuck. I know. I can't wait to hear the story. And I'm sure Brian did something unseemly and caused a bunch of problems. That's my guess. Or at least my hope. If I couldn't be there to fucking cause a bunch of shit, I hope he did. And honestly, Brian is supposed to. I have to hit him up again. He told me to wait till after his little vacation he did, and I just have been busy. But he might be supposed to be coming on my show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. To show Matthew how big his podcast is getting. Dude, if it was you, Matthew Ellis, I would have to. Dude, seriously. Oh my God, that would have been so much fucking fun, dude. Oh my God, I would have given them a night they would never forget. I would have taken it on myself to make sure that they had a legendary night. Where we all wake up in a jail cell in some dude's basement. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Now we're just getting weird. Oh, shit. Almost fucked that up. Let's see. But what would you and Elijah in the same room be like? That was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to go. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to sound threatening. But I fucking I let it be known that I wanted everyone there to have my love. And if Elijah showed up, that someone needed to kick him in the nuts. But honestly, I'm a fucking teddy bear. Let's fucking be real here. But if the fucking liquor would have been running on his end, I would not. I don't think I have any kind of patience for him. As much as I would like to just be known as the nice guy, like I just don't think I have any patience for him. Didn't I challenge him to a cage fight? Did I do that or did I dream that? Is that something I talked about on here before? Did I challenge Elijah to a cage fight? Sounds like something I would have said. Can't remember if that really happened or if I just dreamt that. Now I'm fascinated by this drama. Because, like, I can't remember if I actually said this on the show, but I'm like, I want to debate him and then have like a write-off with him and then get into a cage and we'll sell tickets and it'll be like a 3-stage event. And I thought that would be awesome. And like we fucking make some fucking money on that fucking thing. I thought that'd be fucking great. Who's Elijah? Oh shit, here we go again. You're about to begin your debate, bro, streamer arc. I think you did, yeah. Okay, I'm glad I fucking said it before because if I would have just like dropped that bomb right now on everybody. Oh yeah, by the way, I dreamt that I like fucking like wanted to cage fight this fucking dude. That would have been fucking awful. Yeah, seriously. Me, Elijah, Elon Musk, and Zuckerberg. We're all gonna fucking talk about shit and then jump in a cage. He'd be like, "Oh my god, you sold tickets without even rhyming," and implode. That's funny. That's fucking funny. Jeff, I had an episode. I think it was called "The Case Against Versecraft." I don't know how long ago that was, though. But that was pretty much the start of a bunch of shit. And then he got cute and I don't know, talked a little bit about it like I was fucking joking. And then I wasn't. And then I hit him up and asked him to come on my show. And he said he doesn't want to talk to me until like some months go by so he knows I've calmed down. And it's not about calming down. It's like I'm not like angry at him because like I have a quick temper. I'm angry at the stupid shit he said and stupid shit that he continues to say. And then it's fucking insulting that he thinks that he can say whatever the fuck he wants without anyone questioning him on it. And then if I am upset about it, it's because like I just must be someone who like I got so mad and I need to calm down. Like this isn't about calming down. It's about you having shit takes and your takes are always going to be shit. So I'm always going to be offended by them. That's all that shit is. To be completely honest though, I pay for both yours and his podcast because his podcast has things I could never find anywhere else on technique and specific poems. I may be the only one. You're probably not at all. And that's cool. Like, I know he has. See, here's the thing what he does definitely has a place. And the stuff he goes into, a lot of people who are into formal poetry love. And I love the fact that he could do that and be that for people. But when he fucking says like the stuff I do like shouldn't exist and isn't right and like whatever the fuck it is that fucking makes him so upset about free verse poetry and just his condescending nature, like it makes me want to do horrible things. Like I'm like a live and let live, motherfucker. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Go, like, debate formal verse on some mountain somewhere in another fucking planet for the rest of your life. I give zero fucks. But don't fucking say that what I do is irrelevant. That's like you'd call my kid ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna make me fucking get a little fucking that gets me a little. I watched that video and he made me want to puke. Yeah, his take was a bit extreme, but I understand his appreciation for the historical importance of verse. Totally. It's very important. Like, okay, seriously, even if you don't like verse, okay, the historical relevance and the things that happen and how things spawned into different things over all of these years, that's a huge important thing to fucking study, to research, to whatever. Like, I have no qualms about that at all. And again, I came into poetry through formal poetry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not like I hate formal poetry. I just don't like it. Like, as far as if I'm going to read something, if I'm going to write something, it's just not my thing that I like, which is fine. It's what other people do like, and that's great. Just don't fucking shit where other people are fucking eating sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Debating a gatekeeper. This sounds like Steve Donahue too. Oh shit. That was quite the fun. I love it when you push back against that kind of thing. So go for it. In that whole debate, I'm definitely more on the side of someone like Amit Majmadar who does both. Yeah, dude, you really dig that dude. I need to give him another chance. I like the cut of his jib. I'm not going to fucking lie. And that was me turning 87 in front of your eyes, guys. But I do like the cut of his jib. And I can't remember. Like, I said something, like I sent Matt a fucking email and I said, give him all your virgins. Like, he said something that was so fucking like, I was just like, oh, this motherfucker, dude. Yes. Like, whatever he desires, hand him. I can't remember what it was though. Oh man, it's not good to tell stories when you don't understand what the fucking story was. John Murlo? Is that Rillo? It's right next to that fucking heart thing, so I can't really read it. I don't know if I'm familiar. I don't think I'm familiar. This is a curious question, both for Lightning and Panhandle King. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys subscribe to Poetry magazine? And if not, where do you guys go to find like what the pulse of the poetry landscape is? I do, but I hardly read it. That is so weird. Like, so many people say that. Like, I was just at this workshop and this chick brought in like a giant stack of poetry magazines, okay, that she didn't want anymore. And she just said, she's like, yeah, I got a subscription for this like years ago and I never canceled it. And they just keep sending them to me. And like when I first started getting them, I was reading them, but then I just stopped. And so now I just get them and I just like look at the covers and go, oh, and maybe flip through it and see if I know anyone in it. But other than that, I don't read it. I don't understand like what, I mean, I understand what their business model is. It's not a business model, but other than that, like I don't understand it. I think it would be awesome to get both him and Ernie Hilbert on your show. Mick can be a lot though until you get more of his vibe. Dude, I should totally reach out. I don't know. Like I reach out to motherfuckers and they don't want to fucking come on my show. So I think it's like almost like career suicide. But from what it sounds like, Slee Ricketts is turning into that a little bit now too. So that's fun. So maybe I'll just wait for someone because like I've been trying to get Alexis Sears on because I had some like huge disagreements with some of the shit she said. But she seems really cool, and I guess she's kind of out here now. So I was like really wanting to hit her up. Well, I read free versions of poetry to get the pulse of how poetry is going. I think it's pretty much the best magazine for how the establishment views poetry currently, but like Rattle. But isn't there a problem with it in the sense that they always have new editors coming in or guest editors? Like, how do you really know what the pulse is if the editors change all the time? Or has that stopped? Are they not doing that anymore? I like all sorts of poetry. I just don't like when people act like their way is the only way that counts. Yeah, dude. Like, let's learn from fucking world religions. That never works. Don't do that. Like, no one likes that. Oh, are you? You're gonna be on Slee Ricketts, Jeff? Holy shit. I honestly don't intentionally seek out the pulse of poetry. Oh shit, that's good. I honestly don't intentionally seek out the pulse of poetry when I choose what to read. I don't at all, but I'm just wondering if that's something I should keep my eye on because like I'm usually always late to the party. I never know who the fuck motherfuckers are talking about until like I have to sit through a conversation and hear about all this shit. I have been listening to the Poetry Magazine podcast. And that has been very hit or miss. But it's good to kind of I guess like hear what people are talking about. I think Amit would be willing. Tell him me and Matthew sent you. Oh, I will. I will. Alexis isn't super responsive. Well, we got to change that. Let's see. Not any longer. I think they have one editor. They were just taking a while. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the rotating editor thing to me, like, it just like I like the idea of it because it seems like it's eliminating gatekeeping, but at the same time, how the fuck is anyone going to know what the fuck to send in, you know? And then do the editors that come in go through the slush pile that the previous editor didn't like? Like, do they read those and see if there was anything in there that they liked? Like, I don't know. Just it seems like there's more questions. Than anything else. This is all very fascinating stuff. But it's funny because I have like a stack of poetry magazines. I didn't take all of them because I felt like I was being greedy if I did. But I took a bunch of the poetry magazines. I opened one and I don't even know if I actually read a poem that was in it. I was just like skimming through it. And it just like, I'm like, this is the problem. Like, why is anyone excited to read this magazine? Like, what's happening in this magazine that would make somebody like desire to read the words that are inside of it? And I couldn't figure it out. What is everybody currently reading? I am reading, is it right here? No, it's out there. I'm reading Play the Piano Drunk Like a Percussion Instrument Until the Fingers Begin to Bleed a Bit, because that's what we're doing on the Bukowski Book Club this month. So I'm reading the last half of that to go over it. What are you reading? The cops are onto you. Yeah, seriously. I think that was a fire truck, though. That sounded very fire trucky. And I think the street is still closed. Yeah, the street's closed right here. So they're having some parade or some shit down on 6 right now, or something over by the park. The rest of the magazines are still sitting there. Dude, I bet you money they are. I bet you they're fucking still sitting there. I should have just took them. I love their fucking art, like the concept of how they do poetry on the cover every time. It's very um I'll say brilliant. I'll just come out and say it. I love that. Like that's the thing about that has always intrigued me. Currently reading Banana by Paul Halva Sabalos for a Brooklyn Poets Book Club. Is he from that area? Is he from Brooklyn? I just finished Rebellion, a nonfiction book about 17th century England, and now planning a video review on it. Next book is a historical murder mystery set in the period called Instance of the Finger Post. Wow. That all sounds fucking crazy. Instance of the Finger Post. What is that? He's from California, but he will be doing a reading at Brooklyn Poets. Oh, right on. I'm reading Dave Mason's Incarnation and Metamorphosis after listening to an old Alice episode. And I'm reading Twilight of the Idols for an assignment from Matthew. How are you liking the Mason book? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm trying to get Matthew to read Conspiracy Against the Human Race, but I know he has like 1,000 books to read. So I don't know. But I dig the fact that him and Brian both really dug Teatro Grotesco, like the Thomas Ligotti book of short stories. Like they were having fun with those. So that's cool. Chasey! Reading The Dance of a Thousand Losers by Guinevere L. Walsh. And Low Life, a kind of autobiography by Jeffrey Bernard. A little too wordy. Ooh. This is kind of funny, but I have, since I got it, I picked it up maybe like 8 times and tried to read it. But fucking The Hatred of Poetry, that Ben Lerner book, fucking hell, dude. Talk about something that just fucking makes you angry. Like I'm having a very, very hard time getting through that. Like I only read like 3 or 4 pages at a time. That's probably not true. Maybe like 10. But I don't know. That one might be one I just walk away from. I keep trying it, but I just, nope. I had a question for you guys. For those of you who've read my stuff, let's see. Yeah, he trashed it. And when he trashed it, I thought, I'm like, you know what? I bet I'm going to love this book. And I bet he's just like looking at it through his eyes and all this other shit. And then I heard another podcast where they talked about it. And I'm like, I got to get this book. I got to fucking like see what's going on with it. And I fucking, yeah. I'm reading The Shaman in the Library by John Wessick. How's that going? You like it? Oh, Elisha loves it. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, like I feel like maybe I'm fucking speaking out of turn here, but I almost think me and Elijah could reach across the aisle on that one. I don't know though. So here's my question for you guys. Do you guys think that my work inspires bad behavior? Okay. Now think about it for a minute before you say anything. Do you think that in me writing about things that are happening in my life and things that I'm going through, do you think that I am almost glorifying the tragedy? That is a legit question that I'm asking because I'm actually going through this phase right now where I'm having a very hard time with certain forms of art because of the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Because of the normalization of certain theories or beliefs or actions and all this other stuff. So I'm having some thoughts about this. If Elijah would cool his jets, y'all could reach across the aisle on a lot of things. Yeah, maybe hand jobs. Like I could reach across for that, and he could reach across for that. That'd be fun. So yeah, I don't know. So that's just a thought that's out there that has been really troubling me in a sense. No, I don't think your work inspires bad behavior. There might be moments where you can say you glorify the tragedy, but I think it comes across as observational 99% of the time. Huh. Thank you for saying that. And then Jeff is talking about the book he's reading, The Shaman in the Library. Okay, the narratives and metaphors are super creative. John's writing is wildly inventive, and he's a great guy. Cool. Good. All right, guys. I think I'm going to start wrapping this up. If you have a theory about what I was just asking about or something to say about that, if you want to email that to me or leave it in the comments after I end the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. It is something I'm kind of wrestling with right now. I agree with Ethan, with what Ethan said about your writing. Can you give more details about the stuff that's troubling you? Okay, before I leave, I'll give this thing. This is something that really fucked me up, if I'm honest. So, one of my favorite genres to read, and like for years and years and years, I've just loved this stuff, is hard-boiled detective fiction because I'm a huge like pulp reader. Like I love a lot of the stories that came out of like Weird Tales and Black Mask and like those old timey pulps. And I like them because of how they're written and how they move. Because all of those dudes knew that if their work did not capture someone's attention, that they would not get published, which means they would not get paid, which means they would not pay their bills, which means they would starve. Okay. So they were very aware of how to keep something moving, to keep someone's attention, to like just enthrall them, you know? And so, like, obviously, like Raymond Chandler, Dashiell Hammett, but also like uh, Carol John Daly and just like a bunch of those old cats. Like they're fucking amazing. And then when you move into like the paperback original era and you had like Harry Winnington and Mickey Spillane and Day Keene, you know, he was actually back then a little bit too, but like just these amazing writers who could fucking really just punch. So I've been reading shit like that forever. And then one day I have a spinner rack with a bunch of like old paperbacks on it. I have paperbacks all over the place. But one day I was looking and all of these books I had on there had like guns pointing at me. And then if you look at the books that like came out during the 60s, they all had guns on them, but then they also had like half naked chicks on the cover, like laying next to a gun, or there'd be a picture of a hot chick and then a picture of a gun. And then it just got me thinking about like history and how it moves, and even like gender roles that happen from childhood. Like when I was a kid, you would go to a toy store and every toy for kids had like some sort of gun or weapon or something, you know? And the only ones that didn't seem to be like the wrestling figures whose whole job was to fight and be masculine and the whole fucking thing. So anyway, um I just went through this whole thing with those books and I'm like, "Oh my god, like no wonder like we live in a country where like guns are so prevalent. There is so much like guns have just been normalized in the sense that if you are a real man, you will have a gun, and that gun is a show of power." And I know I'm taking like a very philosophical stance on something that a lot of people feel like they have a fucking amendment right to have. So I don't want to fucking get into that right now. I'm just talking about the normalizing of the culture. So that really freaked me out to the point where I just don't want those books anymore. I don't want to have those. And I'm guilty of it too. I put out books that had guns on the cover because that was the trope and that was what you do. And so there's just like some weirdness there. And so then I just started thinking more about not so much the salesmanship of said art, but what the art actually is. And if, um, like, I don't think art creates bad behavior, but there is something to be said about a writer who is intentionally glorifying something that their readers would be inspired to try because of how it was um, glamorized, maybe is the best way to put it. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. So it was just some thoughts I had, and so I was wondering about it. I think a lot of the gun stuff comes from the vets from the World Wars wars, and a lot of those writers and publishers were vets. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. So, are you saying that now that shouldn't be a problem because there are less and less vets alive doing things, and that there aren't really wars like there used to be wars? Or are you saying that that's all like common now? So it doesn't matter about all that other stuff. This is just how it is now. Because like you have like the whole like 1950s Western craze, like the cowboys and Indians and the whole fucking thing. And um, yeah, I don't know. It's just I could go down a fucking rabbit hole and sound like Tipper Gore in 5 minutes, but like that's not what I'm really trying to do here. It's just like for me, that was shocking when I realized that about myself with the books that I read. So, like, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. But, like, for me, it was kind of like a big deal. It seems out of hand by this point, to be honest. Yeah. And it's just like, how do you put the genie back in the bottle? You know, like, is it like, I don't know. But I don't like the fact of feeling like just shrugging it off. That's not my favorite thing to do. So, but I was just curious. And then because we were talking about Elijah, one of the other things that he said that really pissed me off um, was, oh, if you want to talk about the NRA playing a big role, I have a feeling that the NRA puts a lot of money behind these mobile app companies that make these games where you're just shooting tons of zombies. They could be anything, but right now they're zombies. So just keep shooting things. Keep shooting things. You guys get the ads on your phones all the time, I'm sure, you know, because you're male. If you're a dude watching this, and like that's the demographic, here, shoot a bunch of shit. So yeah, like I don't even want to deal with that shit. But the thing that Elijah said that I had a huge beef with when he said it um, had something to do about like what the moral responsibility is for a writer. And when he first started talking about it, I'm like, oh, this is an interesting topic. Like, this could be good. But then what he said pissed me off. And I don't agree with what he said. And his thing had something to do with like, why are you just letting the people in your mind randomly? That's not fair for you to put that stuff into other people's minds without thinking of what it will do. And that shit I'm not a fucking fan of. But the idea of what is the moral responsibility of a writer is something that is kind of intriguing as far as a discussion goes. Um, so yeah, so that's how that popped back up in my head right there. Yeah, lobbyists, dude, that should not exist anymore. But that's I have a whole fucking thing. They want to normalize gun use and ownership. Yeah, totally. Totes, totes, totes. All right, so that was kind of deep, and it leaves us with something to think about. Oh, yep, just like Ethan said, something to think about. Okay, well, again, thank you guys so much for spending your afternoon with me here. This was a lot of fun, and I got some work done. So, thumbs. Yeah, let's throw some hearts into the fucking world here. Oh no, I'm doing hundreds, so whatever. There's some hearts. Oh, nope, I'm doing hundreds again. Jesus Christ. I obviously do not know how to work this apparatus. All right. So it was good seeing all you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Oh, real quick, for those of you in Anarchy Crew, there is going to be a Wednesday evening um, Zoom call writing workshop this week. We're going to try it out and see how it works. Okay. So that way, people who can't come to the Friday afternoon one have a different one to go to. Okay. So awesome. Okay, guys. So I will see you guys soon. Take care.